Hello friends, Namaste and welcome back. Thanks for watching my first video and thanks for your overwhelming response over the YouTube and LinkedIn and sending the emails. So that's the reason I'm here again, creating the second video in continuation for our machine learning understanding and to write some Python code. So today we will mainly touch upon machine learning, why machine learning and where machine learning fits, and we will do some hands-on practices today in our session, and I will be giving you some again try to correlate it with real life so that it becomes easier for you. And if you're a programming freak or new to Python, it will be a good session for all of you. So now it's very important to remember that machine learning is not a solution for every type of problem. There are certain cases where robust solutions can be developed without even using for the machine learning. Example, if you know the business rules or the logic, I would say, where we are specific, if this, then this should happen, then we really don't need the machine learning in those cases. So question comes then, in which cases we should be using the machine learning. So machine learning should be used in places where you cannot code the rules. I mean where the rules are so much. With example, let's say if you have to identify whether an email is a spam or not, that Google and other Gmail, Outlook, everyone is doing already for you. So they have written a lot of logic. So let's say if you want to do it by your own, by writing the rules or code, so you can understand how much data it will be there, how you will be classifying it, how much rules you will be applying it, how much training data you need it. So it becomes completely unscalable. So that's the reason we need something that will do this task for us. So email classification is one of the best example of machine learning that you guys are already using and not realizing that it is machine learning only. Then one more example, let's say whatever the data that cannot be scalable, that is beyond human capacity, that falls under machine learning. Hope I'm clear till this point. You have any questions, comments, feel free to write in the comment section. I will try my best to respond back in subsequent videos. So machine learning is divided into two different parts, I would say, where we have supervised learning machine learning and unsupervised machine learning. So for supervised learning, I would say, in which the supervised machine learning is where the data comes with some additional attributes that we want to predict, and unsupervised machine learning is something where you have the vectors and unpredictable data that machine learning has to create the patterns out of it, or try to cluster it or classify it, fragment the data. So that falls under unsupervised machine learning. In our today's session, we'll be mainly focusing on supervised learning. Around, I would say, 60 to 70% of industry is already using supervised machine learning, where a lot of training data is already available and they're just making use of it. Yeah, in between, one guy has sent one message over the LinkedIn, so I thought to answer him here. His question was why machine learning is becoming so hot topic nowadays, and why it was not used earlier, and why it was not talk of the town, I would say. So to answer your question, machine learning, yes, it was already there, but if you see from past few years, especially from past 5 to 10 years, if you see the hardware, because hardware has really supported us. If you see the capacities, server capacities, now we have cloud infrastructure. So to save the data, saving of data has been tremendous. Look at the Facebook, Twitter, how there are trillions of terabytes of data is getting loaded every day. And specifically, we have now the queries and algorithms through which we can query the data. That's the reason you have this big data Hadoop all comes into picture. Now we have the capacity, and we have let's say a lot of queries like NoSQL, a lot of things you can, that is not in our scope as of now, really the big data, but we have now tools, I would say, through which we can interrogate the data in fraction of seconds. That is the reason machine learning has come into the picture. And now we can train the data. Nowadays, you won't believe the demand is for the resources who already have this kind of data. People are conducting or consulting with different firms to just get the raw data. That's it. The moment you get the raw data, you will train it, you will classify it, and you will predict it, and that's it. So yes, I will come back again to our types of machine learning. One is supervised learning and another one is unsupervised learning. So if I talk about supervised learning, so we can classify it further into few categories, I would say. Let's say first classification, it could be binary, 0 or 1. Simple example, whether the email is spam or not. So you have to make a judgment. So let's say 0 bit or 1 bit. 0, everything fine. 1, it's a spam, so it should go to spam folder. Similarly, if you have a multi-classification problems, example where you have to predict whether the product is a book or a movie or any clothing product or anything XYZ, so it comes under multi-classification. Okay, and then the third categorization within supervised learning comes as regression classifications problems, where the algorithms are written in such a way that it will predict whether what could be the weather tomorrow, or what will be the price of the property. So these comes under your regression classifications. So now I will stop here because I will be taking you to give a live session demo of Anaconda. Anaconda is a framework through which we can run our various Python and other platforms. I will be showing you the GUI of it, where you can have supervised scientific data. Already sophisticated libraries are there that we will be using. We will be using SciKit learning. It is an open source, I would say, where all the mathematical regression everything libraries are available, especially the Numpy. You will more often, if you will start working on Python for all kind of mathematical operations, you will be using Numpy array, or it has all your matrix solutions, linear regressions. All those are readily available, so you need not to scratch your head and start learning how the regression works. It will do the magic for you. So just stay with me. Let me now switch to the source code and show you how it works. Thank you.